Hi everyone, welcome to another sewing tutorial on this channel. Thank you for stopping by. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make this beautiful side gathered handkerchief dress. This is a detailed tutorial, and at the end of this video, you'll be able to make one for yourself. So if you are interested to see how this is made, why not keep watching and let's get right into the video. My fabric for this tutorial is a pattern crepe and it is 4 yards. But you can make use of any fabric of choice. You can use a plain crepe, mikado, or even Ankara fabric. But if you are making use of Ankara, you will need more than 4 yards because Ankara is 45 inches in length. So I'll be drafting on a pattern paper before transferring to fabric, and the first thing I'll do is indicate the shoulder line. Then from the shoulder line, I'll take the vertical measurements, and the first is my bust point 9.5, next is the under bust 13 inches and the waistline 16 inches. I will mark the same thing on the sides, then connect the points into straight lines. Again, this is the shoulder line, bust line, under bust, and the waistline. On the shoulder line, I'll measure the neckline. The width is 3 inches. On the same line, I'll mark half of my shoulder measurement, which is 7.5. The neck depth is also 3. From the shoulder point, I'll come down by 1 inch to slope it, then connect the point. From the shoulder slope, I'll measure the armhole depth. Go ahead and do the same, then connect the point. This line is the chest line, which you can draw across like the other lines. The next thing to do is to create the armhole curve. But for this tutorial, the armhole curve is not necessary because we are making an halter neckline dress. The next thing to measure is the bust span, which is also your nipple to nipple measurement. We are going to take half of that measurement on all the lines. Mine is 8 inches and half of that is 4. After taking that measurement, go ahead and connect the point. For my dart, I'll make use of 1 inch. That's half an inch on both sides of the straight line. And from the bust line, I'll come down by 3/4 inch. This is to give room for the bust. Then I will connect the dart. Now let's take the round measurement. On the chest line, I'll mark 1/4 of my bust circumference. And on the waistline, I'll mark 1/4 of my waist circumference. I will replace the 1 inch dart measurement. Then connect the point. The next thing to do is to tighten the under bust. Go ahead and measure what you have on your under bust line. Of course, it will be more than 1/4 of your under bust circumference. Now, divide your under bust circumference into 4 and mark. Mine is 7¼ Then you measure what you have left. Here I have 1.5. Whatever measurement you have left, you are going to share it towards the side and the center, and it will start from the straight line and not the dart leg. The smaller part of the measurement will go towards the center, while the larger part of the measurement will go towards the side. What I have left is 1.5, so I will mark half an inch to the center from the straight line and 1 inch to the side from the straight line. Here is me confirming if what I have left is exactly 1/4 of my under bust circumference. Then I will connect the point, first to the dart leg, then to the 3/4 inch I came down by from the bust line. At the side, I'll do the same, but to the 3/4 inch I will connect with a curve. Now let's work on the neckline. From the neck depth at the center, I will go in by 1/4 inch. This is the part we are going to attach the rope that will be tied around the neckline, so you can make it as wide as you want it. Remember, our fabric will be cut on fold, so if you mark 1/4 inch, when you open up your fabric you will have half an inch, and if you mark 3/4 you will have 1.5. If you mark 1 inch you will have 2 inches. Okay, after marking, you are going to connect the point to your bust circumference, And the line can either be a straight line or a curvy line. Now let's tighten the overbust to avoid gaping. To know the measurement to use for your tightening, you are going to take out your upper bust circumference from your actual bust circumference. My actual bust is 38 and my upper bust circumference is 35. Whatever value you get, you're going to take out an inch or two, depends on how big the value is. For the back tightening, we are going to tighten the back pattern as well. For the back, I'll be using 1 inch. I'm left with 2 inches, which means I'll be using 2 inches for the front tightening. Because the front piece will be on a fold of 2, these 2 inches needs to be shared between the left and the right side. So I'll divide this again into 2. I have 1 inch. Before I tighten the overbust, I will first mark half of my bust band measurement on this line and I'll connect it to the bust line. The 1 inch I got earlier, I'll share it equally on both sides of the straight line. Then I will connect it again to the bust line. The next thing to do is to indicate the bust dart. Now the bust dart is the difference between the front half length and the back half length, and mine is 1 inch. So from the bust line, I'll come down by that 1 inch, then connect the point back to the bust line this way. All these darts won't be part of the pattern, we are going to cut them off. This is all for the upper part of the front piece. We are going to draft the lower part of the front piece now, that's the skirt part. Still using the same waistline, the first thing I'll measure here is my hip line. From the waistline, I'll come down by 9.5 as my hip line. Then I'll connect the point. Next, I'll measure the full length of this dress. From the shoulder, I'll come down by 45 inches. That is how long I want my dress. On the waistline, I will retake my waist circumference. The point is already there, but I'll just retake it. And this time, I won't add the dart allowance. Then on the hip line, I'll mark quarter of my hip circumference. And I'll use the same measurement on the hem line. Then connect the point. Now let's mark where the side gathers will start from. From my waistline, I'll come down by 3.5. You can adjust that to your preference. Then on the hip line, I'll take out half an inch from my bust band measurement. I use 4 inches as half of my bust band, so I'll take out half an inch from that and mark 3.5, which is 7 inches when I open up my fabric. At the hem, I mark 3 and that's 6 inches. Now you can use whichever measurement for the center of the skirt part, depends on how wide you want it. And this is all for the drafting of the front pattern. I'll cut it out now. I'll be cutting out the skirt part before cutting the upper part. From the skirt pattern, this is the only part we'll be needing, and this is the front skirt. For the back skirt, I won't draft any other pattern for it because the only difference is the zipper allowance. So when I place this on my fabric to cut out the back piece, I'll be adding zipper allowance. Now let's cut the upper pattern. I will first open the waist dart in order to open and close the bust dart. After closing your side dart, go ahead and align the side line. There's no much difference here, but yours could be much. And in order to avoid shortage of fabric, you need to align it. The overbust dart also has to be closed before cutting. And this is why. Align the lines and continue cutting. Here we have the center front, and this is the side front. I will be drafting the upper bodice of the back here, and this is my shoulder line. I will also mark my zipper allowance. I'll be using 1 inch as my zipper allowance. The back length will be shorter than the front length, and this is because my front and back half lengths are not the same. While this is 15 inches, the front length is 16. For this back pattern, I'm not going to indicate the neckline, shoulder and all of that because it's not needed here. I'll just come down from the shoulder by 8.5 inches, which is my chest line measurement. For the chest line, the shoulder slope is inclusive. You can see that it is the same thing with the front chest line. I will mark half of my bust palm measurement just like I did at the front, then I'll connect the points. For my dart, I'll mark half an inch on both sides of the straight line. Then connect each point to the top of the straight line. Remember I said I'm using 1 inch to tighten the back chest area. I will divide that 1 inch into 2 because the back piece will also be folded into 2. That's 0.5. Then I will mark half of 0.5 on both sides. That's 1/4 inch on both sides. Now let's take the round measurement. I'll mark 1/4 of my bust circumference on the chest line. I don't need to replace this. And on the waistline, I'll mark 1/4 of my waist circumference, replace the 1 inch dart measurement, then connect the point. At the waist side of the zipper allowance, I will go in by 1/2 inch. This is to take out zipper bulge. This side is no longer part of the pattern, I will cut it off. From the zipper allowance line, I will retake that 1/2 inch, then connect the point same way. This is how I'm going to fix my zipper. It's not going to be straight. Now this is all for the drafting of the back pattern. I will cut it out now. I don't want to hold these darts on my dress, therefore I won't transfer it to fabric, so I'll just close it now. So far you close your bust dart, the side of your pattern is going to align. Now that we have our pattern, the next thing to do is transfer each of it to fabric. So guys, this is where we are going to end this tutorial. In my next one, I'm going to show us the sewing process of this dress. Thank you so much for watching. If you find this video helpful, do not forget to like it and share to others who might find it helpful as well. And if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Please do not leave without subscribing. I'll see you in my next one.